Hello everyone, Ectoplasmic the Ghost is at your service. I am bringing you one of my replays. It's the first one that I've put up in a while because I've been mostly casting professionals, but this is just one of mine, which I am still not in Diamond yet, but I am trying. This is me as the bottom Red Protoss versus Blue Protoss. His name is the Desecrator. And it is a very good micro-oriented game, so if you like PvP micro, you would definitely want to stay tuned in this. I usually don't lose Protoss versus Protoss almost ever, because Protoss is my main 1 versus 1 race. I don't switch around. I play other races in 2 versus 2, but I just decided right when the game came out that I wanted to learn Protoss. You know, the ins and the outs and everything about him. Just so if I ever came up against another Protoss, I would most likely be better. You know, with the exception of like the ridiculous Protoss out there, like super Protoss people. And there, my cybernetics going down. And the production board, his cybernetics is just now starting, and I have the early zealot coming out for protection, and I was just scouted around before I put that cybernetics core down for cannon rush, which he does seem to do, or maybe he's just mocking me. But when he puts it down, he flies his little probe around it like a little jet airplane. I leave him alone here because I think he's leaving, but he is just not. He is taunting me. See? There goes the pylon, and my zealot is like, I can see you, and the probe's like, wee! I can put a pylon. Then he cancels it. He's like, oh, maybe that was bad placement. And then the probe just wants to go home, and I let him because he was a nice probe. He didn't hurt anybody. He just got zapped a few times with the lightning bolt of hatred from the other probe. And he is just mainly concentrating on probing up. Zerg is called droning up, so Protoss, we're coining a new term here, he is probing up. It sounds very, very derogatory, and I hope we stick for it. And I have put the pylon there so I could warp in units into his base, but he does put a pylon close to that, so it gives him vision, so he knows it's there. And oh, excuse me, I am warping in another gate and a stalker right now, and also working on warp gate. Oh, excuse me again. And getting my second gas now, because I didn't know if I wanted to go 3-gate robo or just a 4-gate stalker build. So I am going to scout him again and see what he is doing. But my main decision does not come when I scout him, as you'll see here. Once this pylon goes up and he gets view of my pylon, he's going to send down some sentries. He makes sentries. And he is getting his robotics bay up, which he has not scouted me yet. He has just decided straight from the bat to go 2-gate robotics. And I was always waiting for the 3rd gate to go up in this replay. Like, I always thought he had it up, but I guess he didn't. And there's that probe. He is just hanging out there, watching for any shenanigans. He will not allow it. He is the hall monitor for this map. And the observer is just now coming out, and I'm getting up my forge for a cannon for the observer. And also, I want to get the 1 attack upgrade if I choose to be aggressive. If I don't choose to be aggressive and I grab my natural expansion, then I'm going to want to put some cannons up. Not very many, just 2 or 3. And there's my probe. He gets stuck, and the sentries come up, and I'm like, no, my pylon. So I call down from the heavens the stalkers, and they come warp in from behind. They say, what's up, guys? We'll come to play. And they get almost a free kill here before he switches, and they get this one too. And then I walk in here and I see that he is grabbing his natural expansion, which means instantly I want to play aggressive because I already have 3 gates down. I just need 1 more for the 4-gate. And I already have warp gate already researched as well. So I'm going second. I saw that. Yes. 1 attack grade. 1 attack weapons upgrade goes down. And also my 4th gate is just now finishing. And it is switching into a warp gate, and I am going for the Stalker 4-gate push because I just want to bust down his door and end the game. And there's another Stalker, and I am working on... I checked the unit count here in a little bit, and he did just kill my pylon, and he is putting down his forge. he has a ridiculous amount of probes. He hasn't been making attacking units. He just now got out his first, those 2 sentries were the first units he had on the field. And they didn't really do much because they died. And then he got like 2 stalkers besides that. So as you can see now, he is getting a robotics facility down, which means he wants to get out some Colossus and another robotics bay. But I already saw that he's left himself weakened here, so I am getting the 1 attack upgrade, and I am going to do an early stalker push and try and bust up his gate. And as I said earlier, the micro is going to be very interesting. I'm going to try and keep up with it. Excuse me if I do fail a little bit, because it was rather intensive playing. And I am oh no, actually he is getting 2 cannons up, it looks like. It might be 1. The screen is small that I'm casting on. There goes my stalker army plus 2 sentries for not force shields, a guardian shields. I always mix those 2 up. And just like I mix up Twilight Council and Templar Archives. And and the name of the maps that I can't remember is Shakuris Plateau, I believe. And I have my probe down there. He is just watching for any shenanigans. And I move up the gate, and you'll see that the 1 attack upgrade instantly pays off for itself. These stalkers are just destroying everything on the ramp. And I do throw up the guardian shield, and the sentry is up there, but he does not throw up anything. But he has a nice force field on the ramp, preventing my zealot and my stalkers from moving up there. But I have to kill the sentry, so he can't cast it again. Once this goes down, there are 2 cannons reinforcing, but it is not enough. We are now moving in. We're going to be moving around. I'm going to pull my stalkers back and send them up the ramp and send them around. And he is working on his Colossus, but it just now come out, and I'm going to move and shoot on this cannon. 1, and then I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to hit this stalker and make it go out, and then we're going to try and get the probe right there for him to cancel, and we're going to warps in a stalker right in the middle instead of right in the back. That is a mistake that you will see a lot of times. So I'm going to cut off his mineral lining right here. They will call in their reinforcements within shooting range of your units, and that's just 3 seconds free hit, and if you have enough units, that's a dead unit you just warped in. So it's not worth it. Always warp in your units, no matter what the case, as far away as you can get. And the Colossus is out, but he just got destroyed, and now I'm trying to micro down the last stalker, and now I have to try and probe micro, but they did capture 2, and those are the only 2 that they're focusing on, so I am now just working on this thing. He made so many probes and he never transferred that actually after all this it just is going to even out the probe count for both of us, because I think I have 30 and he now has 28 after that. And I do want to get these guys out, but for some reason I click on my base and they try and go here and they get stuck. So only 2 are going to make it out. We had a ceremony for the last stalker. It was beautiful. The mothership showed up, and it was amazing. And these 2 make it out, and I am throwing up a pylon here because I am not going to let up the pressure now. I know that he is open for attack, and I am just going to keep going. And I am hitting the... yes, I'm focusing down the zealots in the army right now, and there's a stalker down the low ground shooting. He's getting some free hits off until I can get some view down there. And we are now working on the other 2 zealots that he just warped in. And if he would have saved some of those probes and sent them down, I feel like he might have been able to hold us off with a few sentries and not sentries and zealots. Sentries and stalkers is what he was needing, but he's warping in stalkers and zealots, so he has no way to block off the ramp. And I'm going to move down here now and kill this 1 cannon right here, and then I'm going to realize that it's powered by pylon, and I'm going to move over and I'm going to wait until warp into 4 more stalkers down on the bottom. And then I'm going to move up again with another attacking force of 8. He's already putting up another pylon right there. This is a very intense game right now because I don't know which way it's going to go. I'm pretty sure I have it in the bag. And I am walking up his ramp right now with 8 more stalkers. I'm going to keep them up on top. And now I'm going to bring down the bottom to take out the last of the probes. And now also I let the pylon go up because I wasn't paying attention, and that powered the 1 cannon for a little bit and got a few free stalker kills. And as you can see, I've stopped his production completely and he just left the game, and that's let me know what you think. Peace out.